All right, everybody, so how's it going? In today's video, we're going to start sorting out some of these pesky electronics and try and get this bodywork sorted out so it's ready to decide what we're going to do with the wrap. So we've got now a small change of plan. Obviously, originally we were going to do some work and then we'll put it in for the MOT, some stuff that I wasn't too sure about. However, I started running out of time, so I thought, what I'm going to do, take it down the MOT centre and see what they come back with. Well, it passed. So we're still going to do a few bits and bobs on it, but rather than fixing, we're going to probably look at modifying now. So let's get going. So we've got most of the parts we need to get on with the Golf today. There's a few more bits we need, so we're going to pop to Halfords now. We're proper DIY in it. We're going to get some filler, some sandpaper, some edge primer from a rattle can, and we're going to try and colour match the Golf. We're probably not going to get to spraying the colour today. The temperature's too cold, but we're going to have to try and keep the panel warm so we can get that on nicely. But let's go. All right, so here's all the parts that we're going to try and fit in the next 10 minutes of this video. So got everything here that we should need to get the bodywork done. We've got some abrasive pads, got some sandpaper and some microfiber cloths, an unnamed black and orange auto supply store. We've then got some isopon because we're going to need a bit of filler just to smooth the bodywork over, and a bit of primer. So that's the first job. The next thing we've got to do is we've got to replace this bit here, the little resistor that should make the heating work, hopefully. Number 3, we've got some new mirror caps. Gloss black, but we need to fit these because all the lacquer's coming off the old one. Number four, we've got new gas struts ready to go on the boot because the boot doesn't like opening at the minute. So let's get going. Okay, so first things first, I've heard people saying you have to take out the whole glove box to do this. And if I'm honest, I'm not really a fan of that idea right now because I want to do it quickly. There is a panel behind here, which apparently some people say you can drop down and get to it. So I'm going to give that a go first. So yeah, there's the old one. You can see it's quite corroded up. So compared to the new one we've got. So let's get this one back in. Right, so that took all of about 3 minutes to change over. Let's actually see if it works, shall we? It does. Hey, look at that. So full, not so full, not so full, next to nothing. So last thing left to do now, just got to put that cover back in, then we'll move on to the next one. Right, Dunsky. So I was going to see how bad the damage was behind this. It's, well, if I show you there, so that's the point. It's actually on the skin, so I'm not going to be able to get anything in there behind it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop out the old filler there, flatten it back, going to mask up. Yes, I'm making a hash of it, but it's my first time, so hey. So for now, I'm only going to be working on this little area here. When it gets to it and I blend it, I might blend the whole door, but I'm just going to do sort of probably a 20 centimetre patch around it with the primer to start with. So let's go. So I know it's going to be the wrong tool, but I've just got a little flathead screwdriver. I just want to try and get in where there's a gap here and see what I can pick out that's loose. It's actually been super glued back in to stop it going any further. But we'll have a look now. We're gonna have to obviously get rid of all the super glue that's there as well. Let's just get rid of all the loose stuff. Sorry if the sound's a bit bad. I'm right by the side of the road. So that's everything there that's loose. So we're going to hit it with the sanding, with the sandpaper, get it flattened a bit. Now I know people are going to tell me off saying I'm not doing it right, but this isn't going to be the finished product. Like I say, I'm only getting it in primer to stop any more water getting in underneath it. You know, I know people are going to tell me off for not wearing a respirator and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to get it so it's protected from any warm water getting in there. Then before we do the colour, we might come back to it. I need to get a flappy wheel, get all the filler out of there, just so I can make sure it's all gone, all nice back. I'm going to see what I can do about getting any crease that may be there out. Unlikely, because I've never really done any bodywork. Well, I've never done any bodywork. All I've done is got a bit of rust off the back arch of my ST170. Now, like I say, I've never done this before, but I've always been told to apply more filler than you need so you can sand it back rather than putting too little in and then rather than enough when you want to cut it back. So let's give it there. Right, well, we've probably made a proper pig's ear of that, and like I say, someone's probably going to say I've done it wrong, but all I've done is read up on what I should do. Like I say, I've never done it before, so we'll let that dry for half an hour. While we're doing that, while that's drying, we'll get on with the boot struts. So you've just watched us do one, so let's try a little bit of power of that YouTube magic. 3, 2, 1. No, it didn't work. 3, 2, 1. Right, so both rear gas shocks done on the boot. So there you go, look, you can have a look at those, see how rusty they are. The other ones I couldn't push in, these ones I can't push in either, but they weren't holding the boot up very well. So as you saw, when I took the first one on, boot dropped on my noggin. So anyway, 2 new ones of them. They were only like, I don't know, 15 quid off eBay or something. So it's not too bad at all. Right, see what we can do about these mirror caps. Now I've just seen a YouTube video apparently about how the Volkswagen techs remove these mirror caps when they need to get in and look at the mirrors or replace the filaments and stuff inside. So, because I'm not too sure that that's going to work for me, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to give it a go. Let's wait and see. I think it was. I think they're chatting rubbish. No, I'm calling bull on that one. Oh, I don't know. It worked. So the reason we're replacing these, obviously we could repaint them or wrap them, but you can see all the lacquers coming off, so we've just got these ones. Now on the other side, this bit here is cracked, so we're going to replace that as well. Now because I've banged it to get it off, I'm not quite sure what bit goes where to get it back in. something along the lines of this, I reckon. I reckon that's in. Not quite. Now, these were Chinese eBay specials, so who knows? I mean, it's tight on there, but they look alright. Well, we'll have a see. If it flies off down the motorway, we know it's not clipped in, don't we? This side, I'm not going to fit for now. I just wanted to see how the other one looked, because I don't know if you can see here, it's got a cracked indicator lens, so I'm going to get a new indicator lens. That hasn't been delivered yet. And then I'll change this when I do the indicator, because there's no point taking it on and off again. But yeah, so the filler's nearly dry. It's starting to get there. Oh, tea lady's bringing me tea. Thank you, tea lady. Now, here you go. Here's my RS cup for the old Sierra. That's about 15 years old. Still kind of just see the Sierra on. Okay, so as I said, this is my first go, but I think, well, we're going to need to give it another coat over, but for the first attempt, I don't think it's too bad. It follows the body panel quite nicely. It's just there's a little hole here that I've missed, and up here, so I just need to smooth that over, tiny little bit more filler, and then we'll go again. But you've already seen me fill the car, so 3, 2, 1. Right, now don't get me wrong, it's by no means perfect, but I think it's matched the contour of the door quite nicely, and it's quite smooth, so it's going to need another coat of filler. That's fine, I can sort that out. But for tonight, I'm going to clean up, scratch up all this, scuff up all the area around here, clean it with some white spirits, get some primer on it, and leave it tonight just so it's sealed. Like I say, it's not the best, but it's not too bad. It's pretty smooth. It's nice and smooth, actually. Obviously I'm gonna have to finish it against the door. I'll take the rubber off when I finish it properly. But yeah, I'm just gonna get a coat of primer on there now, give it one last wipe down with some white spirit, and then coat it up. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these to show on camera. But I've just found some other imperfections from when no, they're not, oh yeah, just about to see them there. Look, like they look like pimples from obviously when this door was repaired the first time round. So when I do this properly, we'll actually probably end up blowing in the whole door. And yes, before anyone tells me in the comments, if anyone comments, I know I'm a knobber. I know I should have cleared out all the dust before I started spraying. But if a little bit of dust gets in the primer, I'm not too worried, because like I say, I'm not finishing it today. It's starting to get a bit too cold now to spray it, so we'll have to wait and see how it goes. So for a first go, I don't think that looks too bad. We managed to keep a nice even line across there. The door line's nice and crisp still. It's got a tiny little bit here where there's a little bit of filler missing, but apart from that, not too bad. So I'm going to get all this plastic off. Oh, she's coming out doing the rubbish run. I'm going to get all this plastic off, give it a hoover. Yes, like I said, I know I should have got rid of all this dust first, but I didn't, so tell me off, I don't care. Right, so temperature's really dropped now. Don't know if you can see my breath on the camera, but obviously the car's starting to list up, so I've got the van running so I can get that off the driveway, get the car put away, and that's us done for the day. So you can see that, get that nice and crisp down there, nice contour line. Hopefully it'll be all right. We'll keep it smoothed up. But that's it from me today, so I'll see you next time. Don't forget, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It's really going to help the channel grow. We're just over 1,650 subscribers at the minute, but a lot of those are from our old times. So yeah, see you again soon.